Hello, we are from Group 14. Would like to present about violence in sport. My name is Nurzurin binti Muhammad and my matrical number is 259149. Now I would like to present about introduction of violence in sport. Okay, sport is an activity that involve physical training and skill. By participating in sport activity, it will improve our health condition. Every sport have their own competition in order to entertain people. Okay, sport competition is a person or team wants to compete with others, but it will also may lead to sport violence. Sport violence is a behavior causes harm that occurs outside of the rules and it is unrelated to competition objective. Example of sport that may lead to violence such as ice hockey, football and rugby, because this kind of sport will involve body contact to each other in the games. Next, I will pass to my team member Shazana to continue the presentation.
My name is Shazana binti Rosli. My metric number is 255181. So, the first point that I'm going to highlight is violence in sport is not new term for us to know, as this actually has been used by our player 100 years ago. For example, that I can give is violence in sport field has occurred throughout history, can be traced back to gladiatorial combat in ancient Rome, where they are fight with each other while the spectator is watching them playing that game, which is violence is happen. The second example that I can give why I say violence is happened a few years back ago is during in 1879 during a Sydney cricket ground. There was a serious outbreak of violence during that cricket match. The second point I'm going to highlight is a researcher has mentioned that violence is due to various factors whose contribution percentage depending on the case. These factors have to do either with the broader social environment of country or with the narrower environment of its athletic fields. From this, we can say that various factors may cause why violence happen in sport. It can be small factors or the big factors why violence in sport is happen. So the third point I'm going to highlight is there are three theories has been stated why violence happen in sport. The first one is instinct theory. Instinct theory is the one that relate with your feelings, internal instinct. This aggression cannot be eradicated within body, but someone may expressing the stress of conformity. For example, a players that cannot control their feelings, and this will cause why there are injuries the other players, and this is why violence happen in sport. The second theories is frustration aggression theories, which is these theories is relate to behavior that caused by a feeling of frustration in a person following a failure. For example, someone is failed in game, and once they enter another game, they will feel aggressions, they will feel angry, and they want to use violence while they are playing a sport so that they can win that game. The last theory that I'm going to share is this is not theory, but I think this is the one that related how we are in what surrounding we are growing up. So someone maybe learn when they are still kid till the present day. For example, a kid from troubled family and through violence in development process maybe will use violence when they are playing a sport. So maybe they will injured, they will using violence while they are playing sport, because this is what they learn from while they are still kids.
Hi, my name is Sofia binti Saifullah Azlin. My matrix number 256356. Next, I will present more about the causes or the factors that increasing violence in sport. Okay, the first factors that can cause violence in sport. When violence became norm in sport, it been normalized since a long time ago. So the society or the player doesn't feel nothing wrong with violence in sport. Next is appears the strength of the player. How come it can be how come it can be violence in sport? Okay. This happens when the player want to show their strength by using violence in sport, like push the other player, crash the other player, etc. Okay, next is guidance since childhood from both parent and coach, also the main factors of violence in sport. How this happen? This happen because the parent, also the coach, maybe set the mind of the kid to using violence in the game for win the game. Okay, next is misunderstanding in the field. Also, the other factors that can causing the violence in the sport. Uh, this happen when in a harsh game like football. The player might trash the opponent, but the opponent feel like the action is on purpose. So, from this, the violence can occur when the opponent wants to reply back the action. Next is the injustice in making decisions also can cause violence too. For the example, when the referee acting unfairly in the game, when they make a decision. So in this case, various parties won't be satisfied with the decision, then they will harm the referee, also the team that be side of the referee. Last but not least is willing to do anything. Okay, this happen when an organization or a person want to sponsor the player or the team. So of course the player want willing to do anything to get the sponsorship or the reward by the organization. They also might using violence in sport too.
My name is Nur Shazwani binti Ramli and my metric number is 256528. So today I will present about the violence prevention in the sports. The first point is putting sports in the point of view, which is avoid highlighting not only victory but encourage to enjoy and enhance the individual skill. The coach should not only highlighting about the victory, but the coach also need to encourage the player to enjoy while playing the sports, and this will help to enhance the individual skills and make them to play better in the future. The second point is the presentation of positive and good role models. Avoid being associated with the professional teams. This is because, according to the studies, violence in sports usually occurs in the professional sports. So, in order to reduce the possibility of violence, the coach should avoid being significantly associated with the professional teams, for example, by using their names or logos. Other than that, it is very important that the coach should not use the same coaching strategies as the professional team coach use for the professional player. This is because the level and the skills that the player have is different with the professional player in the national teams. The next point is the integration of values that encourage involvement into sports curriculum, which is teach positive values that related to the sports. This means that the coach and the teachers should teach positive values that related to the sports so that when the players are in the field, they will show the same attitudes towards the teammates and the opponents. Besides, the same attitudes should be encouraged among the spectators in order to prevent the violence from keep going. The next point is the participation of the parents, which is extremely influence the child's attitudes and develop a close relationship between their child and the team. This is because the parents have the greatest influence on the life of their children and thus they can extremely influence the attitude that the child will develop towards the sports. Furthermore, the parents can be involved in reducing the violence in sports by helping to reduce the violence among the players in the same team. This is because during this socialization, the team players and their parents will develop a close relationship that will enable them to work together as a team, and it will prevent the cases of violence since they will be supporting the whole one team and not only their children. Last but not least, fan penalties. The behaviors of the fans are kept continuously in check. By initiating the use of the fan penalties, violence in sports can be reduced because of the measure ensures that the behaviors of the fans are kept continuously in check. Just as referees in normal plays use yellow cards as a warning sign to the players for extreme faults, for example, for using of bad language or the aggressive tackles, the fans can as well be given a yellow card if the fans are wild, and when the wild behavior continues, the fan can be given a red card as a sign to be terminated from the sport. That's all from me. Thank you.
So for the conclusion, in this day we can still see the culture of the violence in sports that happen not only among the players and coaches but also among the club management and fans. The violence in sport will affect on the image and the name of the team and the management itself. So there's many factors happen at sport event. For example, the incident among the supporters are due to the dissatisfaction with the scores given to their chosen team. Not only the fans dissatisfied, but the players themselves also dissatisfied with the decision have been given. So the ongoing violence can affect our future generations. Uh, so we can prevent this from happening in the future by ensuring that every game is judged fairly. By playing fairly, not only can maintain their own good name but also the name and image of their team and management. The choice of sports venue is made up and built by players, coaches and all club management, fans, field and also the outdoors. They all make the company and participate in creating a unique image of sport. The sporting image has gone back years and will change because it is conditioned by the evolution of society. So the contemporary society recognizes various forms of violence that need to be observed in a multidimensional manner because of there is no clear boundary between them. So thank you.